Hello, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery. Over there are my Vivid Intenses, my Vivid Intense Fluorescents, and a few other scattered things. And even though I've tried to give up because I've made a lot of scoop and drags, and most of which I adore, I'm going to let myself have permission to do one more. At least it's been a few days, to say the least. This is my Sherwin Williams White Satin Pillow Paint. I was going to use black around the edges, but I decided against it. I have quite a few colors I want to use, and I really think that if I could force myself to only use a few, I'd be better off. But since I'm still experimenting and playing, I really want to try this. Let's go for a little more paint. Excuse my... There's a cat hair on my head impedance. And one in my painting now. So a little more there. Almost ready to go. I'm not entirely sure the order I want to do these things in, but I want to use something odd first. I'm going to do Baltic Amber, which is a Prizm pour, and shimmery. How's it feel like to want? It's not open. So I'm just going to open it without using my tweezers. And put that aside. I wanted to use some silver, true silver. Put that away. So my first and most favorite is obviously the red violet fluorescent. And Nebula Star is a primary element. It's not from any of the other sets, but it's definitely a beautiful color worth having in the mix. I'm going to put some Vivid Intense Alizerin Rose. I'm going to pick the ones I want to make sure they're in. This is Prussian Violet. I believe this is a primary element. I want more Alizerin Rose already. I've got some Amethyste Queen from, it's a primary element from the Fairy Tales collection. And also from the Fairy Tales collection I have Burmese Red, which I love. I'm getting to the point where I'm wondering where this is going to go. I thought about, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Let's go with the Vivid Intense Fluorescent Magenta. And as long as I'm going there, I might as well use the Vivid Intense Red. But there's Periwinkle left from the new Fluorescents, and I want some. Yeah, I want some. I'm being called to more turquoise, and I think instead of using what I wanted to use, which was a Mystique, I'm going to use the Vivid Intense Fluorescent Blue-Green. And because I'm perverse, I'm going to try a green color. Am I? Or a blue color? It's going to be weird no matter what I do. So this is just green. This is another vivid fluorescent. At the top is sealed up. Gotta pull that little tab off the top. I feel like I'm missing orange. I feel like I'm missing the full rainbow effect. Did I put fluorescent pink in there? If I didn't, I am again. Alright, who knows what this is going to be like. There's a lot of color in there. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Amsterdam Black, you know, the Floetrol, and the white. And it's not too late, Priscilla, to add the orange if you want to. I just got to see. You know what? I'm going to add some Orange Crush. If it's open. And if I can get it open before that palette knife of... Maybe I have another orange. There we go. I got it. Yeah, I'm going to like that. I can tell you now. That's the color I wanted. Now, my paint mixture for the new Vivid Intense Fluorescents has been, it could be Vivid Polypore, but in this case it was Vivid Enamel with Gelsonnia Gloss Varnish, a dash of that, and 25% GAC 800 usually. And then I added a bunch of distilled water until I got it the thickness I wanted. I guess I didn't need that OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula after all. Wow, that's pretty cool. Maybe we should just tip this and see what happens. I don't want to lose any of that orange. Those are some awesome cells. I don't know if I even want to scoop and drag. Depends on how well it tips, I guess. I'm so glad I put that orange in there. I really, 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 really am. I hope I don't make it disappear right now. Let's just tip it back the other way. Hope I don't keep losing more paint. So that's pretty awesome, I gotta say. I love it. Alright, where to go? Let's move the orange out because we can. Scrape off. I'm not sure how much of that I really want to do because I love what I've got. Hopefully this is not the one time I decide to be sorry that I went ahead. No, I don't think I'm going to be sorry. I see so many pretty colors that worked really nicely together. I like that black in the middle too. I'm going to utilize that. Color combinations are stunning. And I like the way the cells formed. And I think I used more than my fair share of paint, which means I'm going to have to get some of it out of here. I don't know how far I want to go. Yeah, I definitely have more paint than I needed. I don't think there's going to be any negative space left in there. I want to cover up. Actually, I just want to keep that negative space. I wonder if I can scoop some white up. I bet I can. Just throw a little more negative space back into the mix just because I can. Hey, that's the name of my first book on my Amazon link, is Because I Can. It has the first 100 videos I made for YouTube, and next to it you'll find Unlimited Possibilities, which is the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. This is too pretty not to scavenge some of. I like to think that every time I add another mark across, that I'm adding dimension. I certainly do like, or I don't mind having the white come into play wherever I can get it to go. Wonderful colors. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now I sound like Laura's Will. Hey, only a certain section of the audience will know who the heck that is. Something my parents used to watch. Take any of my extra paint. I'm gonna call that good, with the exception of potentially using a bamboo skewer. And I'm gonna have to sort out my colors after this, because I'm about to mix them up so that they don't all get sprayed with paint. Love that blue violet. No, excuse me, red violet. Gotta get the names right. Gotta get that last one in there. Alright, so it's time, it's go time. And maybe I should take a picture of that. I didn't get very many of those little turquoise cells from the nebula star, but I'm glad I put that in there. So I've got to move this back a little bit. Make sure it's clearing everything. Grab my barrier. So fluorescents and vivid intenses. And a few other things. I don't know if the silver even ever showed up, but I'm really glad I put that orange in. So I like to go in both directions in case you're stopping by for the first time. Oh, and I left a pan for my residuals underneath my spinner. How's this going? Oh, that's nice. Let me grab a skewer, because I can see that bubble right in dead center. That needs to go. Now what else do I need to put in there? Not much. I gotta keep spinning and I don't want to. Let's put at least one little spiral in there. Gosh, I love that. I'm gonna be salvaging this paint and having to use it for something else. I'm gonna give it another spin. And maybe one more after that, just to make sure that it's thin enough so it doesn't crack. I think I have my barrier upside down. It's okay, we didn't get too painty. Yeah, I had it upside down. I love these colors. Wow. So the Vivid Intense are particularly strong, and it takes very little of them to mix into pouring medium and make a whole bunch of paint up. The fluorescents are a little bit less saturated, as far as, like, I used a half an ounce or half a 1 ounce bottle to make 5.5 ounces of paint. Well, in this case 6 ounces. That is tremendous, and it may not be shimmery, but it definitely deserves some resin. Let's see if I can get my camera going. Woohoo! That's gorgeous. That is just so beautiful. I just opened the wrong app on my phone. I'm so distracted. Wow. Yeah, the silver's coming through and the orange is coming through. They both have shimmer effect to them. Boy, this is beautiful. I'm so glad I pulled that white back in. Just adds just the right amount of contrast. I'm probably going to be torching. I got to zoom in for you guys. This is luscious. It's seriously, it's a treat. Wow. I've got some white, I've got some Vivid Intense white, but I didn't think to use it. Maybe I will. Oh, look at those cells surrounded down here. I hope you can see some of that shimmer. That's awesome. Look at those color variations. Wow. So I should never have doubted myself, I guess. I'm always probably going to doubt myself. I'm going to look for bubbles and pop them with a skewer. I might hit it quickly with a torch, make sure there's no bubbles. Tell you guys I love you. And if you want to help me out, shop my Amazon link. It's on the link tree, along with my 2 books are on the Amazon link, because I can unlimited possibilities. My community board is accessible through going to my channel. Click on my face, and you'll find tomorrow's video there. You can leave me comments there. You can, if you leave me comments and you like a certain style of something, let me know, because I probably will include a link. I've got 30 playlists of 100 videos, and they're all also organized by topic and genre. Can't talk today. My email address is the place to contact me if you want to inquire about classes privately, one-on-one. I can only take one student at a time. My studio is small. Or purchasing an artwork would be very, very, very helpful to me to keep painting and bringing you tutorials. My paint pouring recipe is below Show More. And along with the 20% off or better Colour Arte coupon code. There was a 40% off. There was a up to 40% off coupon code going on recently when there was a warehouse moving sale. So depending on how fast I can get this video loaded, you might want to check that out no matter what. Please give me a thumbs up. When you share my videos, you help me out. When you leave me a comment, you lift my spirits and you help me out. If I've missed anything, it's the stuff on my Linktree. I have a couple of websites there that I'm working on. One coming, one going. And I got interrupted by the timer. Lost my place. Okay then. Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links on my Linktree. Facebook group Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Appreciation Group on my Linktree. Those websites. Society 6, The Gallerist, Spring Clothing under the video, Pixels.com, Fine Art America. You can all ask me to have something added there, and I will do so if I can. And I'll let you know. Just ask me in comments, and I'll get back to you. All right. That's pretty much it for right now. I love you guys. I post at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and right now it's still 7 days a week, but you never know when that could change. I'm thinking about dropping weekends. We'll see what happens. I love you guys. I'm trying to save up for camera, and it's really hard without... Oh yeah, there's a membership. It's $9.99 a month. You have access to over 110 videos for members only a month, and it helps me save up for my camera, and I would really appreciate that. And buy canvases and Floetrol and GAC 800 and all those expensive things that keep me paint pouring. All right. Thank you. I'll see you anon. Priscilla out. I love you much. You inspire me always. See you.